A blessed day to everyone. Amin pong ipapakita sa inyo kung paano namin ini-implement ang Mtb Mle sa Ilagan East Integrated Dispatch Center and to show you our best practices.
The Philippine government has made promoting literacy a top priority and is currently implementing a wide range of reforms, including curricular changes and the establishment of a mother tongue-based multilingual education program. In the year 2012, the Department of Education implemented the use of mother tongue-based multilingual education in all public schools, specifically in grades 1, 2, and 3. Mtb Mle refers to the first language first education, that is, schooling which begins in the mother tongue and transitions to additional languages, particularly Filipino and English. It is meant to address the high functional illiteracy of Filipinos, where language plays a significant factor. Since the child's own language enables her to express herself easily, then there is no fear of making mistakes. It encourages active participation by children in the learning process because they understand what is being discussed and what is being asked for them. They can immediately use their mother tongue to construct and explain their world, articulate their thoughts, and add new concepts to what they already know. Since Ilagan East Integrated Sped Center located at Centro Poblacion that caters learners who are used in using the Filipino, particularly Tagalog language, as their mother tongue. Hence, Ilagan East Integrated Sped Center implemented Tagalog as mother tongue to be the medium of instruction for grades 1, 2, and 3 in teaching math, araling panlipunan, music, arts, physical education and health, and edukasyon sa pag-uugali. Mother tongue is taught as a separate learning area in grades 1, 2, and 3.
Grade 2 to 3, you have the kinder, 5 years old, the grade 1, 6 years old, grade 2, 7 years old, and grade 3, 8 years old. Later, I will group you, and we will act the physical development, social development, and social emotional development, and language development.
The use of the same language is spoken at home in early grades helps improve the pupils' language and cognitive development, in addition to strengthening their socio-cultural awareness. Mother tongue instruction strengthens the learning of English and Filipino and does not hinder the learning of content, contrary to the fears and concerns of many parents and educators. Teachers have shown that using their mother tongue contributes to the performance of their learners. Although the program has a positive impact on the lives of each student, it is undeniable that it still has to encounter issues and concerns that need to address. Learners have to overcome the difficulty language confusion in the transition period. The implementation of mother tongue-based programs said to be expensive, especially when multiple languages are involved. During the transition of English and Filipino as language of instruction in grades 4, 5, and 6, pupils have difficulties, thus resulting to low-quality English-speaking learners. Learners have the difficulty in adjusting to their intermediate grade lessons, most especially the learning areas which use Mtb Mle as medium of instruction like math and science. Teachers have to make necessary adjustments with regards to their strategies as well as their instructional materials so as to adhere with Mtb Mle. The lack of vocabulary enhancement for Filipino Mtb Mle implementers Repetition of concepts of competencies in separate quarters confuses the child as to why it is again discussed in separate subjects. With the identified concerns, the implementers have come up with the following proposed strategic solutions. Proposal of interventions that bridges the gap between the languages of primary and intermediate grade levels. Materials across multiple languages can be copied electronically for less expenses. It can be sent to a greater number of learners with materials, and as to those identified without printed copies will still be given. Mtb Mle teachers are going beyond the materials provided to them by establishing contacts with other regions and teachers who develop other materials like books with content and vocabulary. Banking on the issues experienced by the teachers and the school, we suggest the following policies. Provisions of multilingual materials. Schools were advised to carry out the major language spoken in the area as a medium of instruction in implementing Mtb Mle. However, we still have other learners who can learn better using another material in their own language. So, we still need to store instructional materials across multiple languages. Policymakers should consider the long-term effect of using Mtb Mle as a teaching learning method. Provision of additional trainings, activities, and sustaining the resources needed to effectively utilize the Mtb Mle.
Inyo pong natunghayan ang aming mga estratehiyang ginamit upang aming matugunan ang mga isyu at alalahanin tungkol sa Mtb Mle. Maraming salamat po.